back to Perks Recap. Back at it once again. Grateful Dead. This is part 2 of our Dark Star reaction. This is a Dark Star version from the Fillmore East, February 13th or 14th in 1970. I believe it is the 13th. I'm not entirely sure. This was suggested by Sam, and I already did part 1. So if you haven't checked out part 1, go in the description below. The link to part 1 will be there, so you can just go back, check that out, and then rejoin us here for the rest of it. This one will be a little bit longer. This is the second half of the song. It's just been a really long, extended jam by the Grateful Dead. So if that's kind of your thing and you like that, then you definitely want to check it out. Don't forget about my podcast. If you want to be on the podcast, all you gotta do is contact me in some way, social media, Facebook, or on X, formerly Twitter, or email me, PerksPod@gmail.com, or the email for here, which is onerecapchannel@gmail.com. All that information's in the description. But if you contact me, you can come on the podcast and you can talk about anything you want to talk about. You want to talk about the Grateful Dead, we can do that. Steven has actually contacted me, and we're going to be doing a podcast talking about the Moody Blues and the Moody Blues reactions that I've done so far, the first 7 albums. So we're going to be doing that probably in the next couple of weeks. And of course, on the podcast, there's a lot of sports content as well as NFL content if you're into the NFL. But enough of that spiel. I want to get to this. This is part 2 of Dark Star. We're going to pick up right where we left off, right when part 1 ended. We're going to be right there. I'm going to go back 10 seconds from that point, and we're going to start from right there. So please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and here we go. Right where we left off. You gotta be in the mood, but if you are, it's perfect. And I am. Picking up the pace. Okay, one thing I noticed since we've rejoined here, I'm really able to pick up whatever aspect of the band I want to pick up. I was able to focus on the bass when I wanted to focus on the bass. The other guitar, which I'm assuming is that must be Bob. Not the other guitar other than Jerry's, but the drums, everything I wanted to just kind of focus on, I was really able to pick it up and really focus on it whenever I wanted to. And the bass really was impressing me a lot. But of course, then Jerry started going off on the guitar, and I went right back over there. But yeah, the band sounds so good. Bass again. I gotta say, I think I like this part a little bit more than part one. It's a little bit more lively. Picked it up a little bit more to it. But both parts have been excellent, obviously. Let's resume. check real quick, which I did there, was the Allman Brothers made the Fillmore famous because of their album Live at the Fillmore, and I didn't remember if it was Fillmore East or Fillmore West, because I know there was both, and it is the Fillmore East, and this is also the Fillmore East. So this is the same venue that the famous Allman Brothers album Live at the Fillmore came from. But yeah, I wasn't sure if theirs was in the East or West, but everything I'm reading here says the Allman Brothers one was Fillmore East, and that's where we are here for this too. Jerry. almost over, unfortunately.
Mirror shatters in formless reflections of matter. Glass and dissolving in ice, petal flowers revolving. Lady in velvet recedes in the night of goodbye. Shall we go, you and I, while we can? Through the transitive night of
Wow. There you have it. That is part 2 of that Dark Star extended jam. Basically a 28 or 29 minute version of Dark Star. We broke it up into 2 parts. As much as I liked part 1 in the beginning of the song, and I definitely did, part 2, the second half of the song was just so good. It was excellent for me. It was way better for me, in my opinion. They picked it up. The pace was picked up a little bit. I don't know what it was. I was able to just distinctly recognize each instrument and can focus on each one as I wanted to. And then Jerry really went off a lot more in the second half of the song than in the first half. There was a couple times where he really went off and was having just absolutely just a great jam session. And I wouldn't say solos, because there was never really a solo, but he was just doing his thing, and it wasn't quite in the background, it was more in the forefront. But either way, he was doing his thing, and it was just so good. 1970, the quality was amazing. That blew me away as well, as it usually does with a lot of Grateful Dead stuff from that time period. But either way, no matter what, I just really enjoyed it, as I knew I would. I like Dark Star. I've done a couple of, at least one other Dark Star reaction, but I think I might have done 2. Either way, this one probably is the best version from the Fillmore East, same venue as the Allman Brothers, as I said when I was looking it up before. But anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I want to thank Sam for the donation and the suggestion. If you'd like to be like Sam and donate, information for Venmo and PayPal is in the description below. It's also at the end of this video. And don't forget to hit the thanks button on YouTube. That's another way you can donate. And if you donate, I'll react to anything you want me to. I'm looking forward to the next few Sam reactions that he's asked me to do. He's given me a few more suggestions. This one was excellent. The Grateful Dead are the best jam band in history of all time. That was just another example of it. And that was earlier in their career. This is 1970. They had a long way still to go to perfect it. But they were already fantastic and great at it, even early on in their careers in 1970. Anyway, once again, totally enjoyed it. Hopefully you did too. Hopefully you join me for part 1 and part 2. And if you did, I thank you for that. Thank you for sticking with me. And until next time, I will see you later.